Hello and welcome back to another great money method in Gran Turismo 7. In this video I'm going to show you how to make hundreds of thousands using a very simple method. Now today's video has been suggested by numerous amounts of people, and that was if you are going to participate in the Le Mans 30-minute event, you need to try and use a Group B vehicle. And there was one Group B vehicle that really stood out compared to the rest, and that was the Toyota GT86. Now there's actually two different ways to get this vehicle. Now one is you can head on over to Brand Central and you can pick this vehicle up for 450,000. Or if you complete your license test and you get all bronze for International A, you will receive this car for free. So those are the two methods of actually acquiring the Toyota GT86. Now as always, after you pick up the vehicle, head straight on over to a tuning shop and you will be welcomed with majority of parts being not applicable, and the ones that can be applied already on the vehicle. So the only two parts that you actually need to purchase are a high RPM turbocharger and a fully customizable racing transmission. And lastly, racing intermediate tires. Now for this event you're going to be using racing hard tires, but as I said, purchase those intermediates because rainfall happens on this event 90% of the time. Now when it comes to suspension, your settings are going to be as follows. For both the front and the rear, for body height adjustment is going to be 130. Anti-roll bars is going to be 10, dampening ratio compression 40, dampening ratio expansion 50, natural frequency 3.30, negative camber angle is going to be 2.0, toe angle in the front is going to be 0.10 going outward and then 0.20 going inward. I'm not even sure if I said that right, but just look at the symbols on screen and see which way they're pointing and apply it to your tune. Now when it comes to aerodynamics, the downforce, you're just going to leave it standard at 130 in the front and 170 in the rear. Your ECU is going to be set at 100, don't touch it. You have no ballast positioning, no power restrictor. Then transmission, you're going to set it at 330 kilometers per hour. You can actually set this at 310 because with it being at 330, I feel like the gears are slightly too long. So set it to 310 and you should be good to go. Now on the other page it's just high RPM turbocharger. There's not even anti-lag, so that's the only thing on the other page. Now as I mentioned, we are doing the WTC 700 around Le Mans. This is a 30-minute event which at the end you will receive 825,000 credits. That's even if you receive a penalty, even if you slightly collide into the other vehicles. As long as you don't go sending them into the shadow realm, you should receive 825,000 credits at the end of your 30 minutes. Making this one of the best events in Gran Turismo 7 to make money. So the minute you load into the event, what you need to do is make sure your fuel map is on fuel map level 6. You're going to want to stay out as long as possible before you need to go into refuel. So don't worry about the car being underpowered because that's exactly what the high RPM turbocharger is there for. The car produces around almost 800 brake horsepower, so it has plenty power to just go flying past the AI. Now this car has a pretty bang average fuel economy. Now this car can last 3 laps before you need to dive into the pits and refuel. Now that is pretty much average because the cars you're going up against has the same fuel economy. However, where this car will really shine now is when it comes to the straightaway. The car has a lot more power, even with it being on fuel map 6, to just go flying past, as I said. Now no, this is not the fastest method or the fastest car you could use on this event, but apparently a lot of you guys actually like using it. And I think it's just because of how easy this vehicle is to control. Now with the all-wheel drive system, even when rain falls and you still are on your racing hard tires, the car actually has a surprising level of grip. And now that is appreciated, especially if you do misread your weather radar and the rain arrives a lot sooner than you actually expected. But I still say that the Aston Martin Vision GT is still one of the best methods to use when it comes to this event. as you can see, the GT86 is not getting anywhere near 300 kilometers per hour coming down the straightaway, whereas there are other cars that go well above 300 and really make it a lot more livelier experience. For example, the Honda RA272. But look, let me stop putting down the Toyota because it's still doing a really good job. Because honestly, it is as I said, it's an average vehicle. It gets the job done. Now I am competing against the AI using easy difficulty, and this is just because it's honestly the best way to do it. You can try and use it on the hard difficulty, the medium difficulty, but that's just adding unnecessary pressure and stress to your life, when you could end up, if you do make a mistake, that is like 30 minutes of your life wasted depending on how far you are in the event. So putting it on easy, you know it's a guaranteed win, and it's just you trying to sit as fast as a lap time as possible to get this race done as soon as possible. Now what you can do is, when you do build up a big enough lead, you can go and actually just sit at the end of the race and just wait for the timer to run out. That's what I do, and that's what a lot of you do. So if you want to play it on the hardest difficulty, that is really up to you. I'm not going to tell you how to play your game, I'm just giving you a suggestion. Now we're just going to ignore me going off circuit here because I really misjudged this car's braking system. I thought the brakes would have really had me there, but apparently not. So yes, I did go off, but the car really, now I don't really see what's that amazing, or you know, what's blowing my socks off when I use this vehicle, because I see, okay, if you don't already have this vehicle for free, then you are gonna go out and spend 450,000, whereas you can go and spend 350,000 on a group 4 vehicle, which are the cars you're competing against, slap on the same amount of mods as you did to this vehicle, and you're still gonna get about the same results. So I don't really understand why we're spending an extra 100,000 for what exactly. Maybe you can explain to me in the comments what I'm missing out on, or maybe I'm just not understanding, you know, the whole PP system. But as I said, after every 3 laps, this vehicle, you're gonna need to go into refuel, exactly like the Group 4 vehicles. Now the 4-wheel drive system is a real advantage, I already mentioned this, but it just really is a fun vehicle and it gets the job done. So it's not the cheapest, it's not the most expensive, it's not the fastest, it's just an alright vehicle to get the job done. So look, if you already have this vehicle for free, then by all means try it out. It's still a valid way to make money in Gran Turismo 7. But if you have to go out and spend the 450,000, then I don't really think it's worth it. And now if you are looking for the fastest way to actually get this event done, well, watch this video on screen right now, and trust me, it will really change the way you make money in Gran Turismo 7. So with all this being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.